Owen News are coming to you live from a murder scene in Baltimore. Details are scarce at the moment, but Jakson has more information on the scene.
Thanks, Owen. Last night, a scream was heard by a neighbor from inside the house behind me. The authorities were contacted, who then arrived on the scene and investigated the house. They interrogated the butler, who seemed innocent until he cracked from guilt and revealed that he had killed the host and hid his body in the floorboards. He was then taken to a mental hospital and is under watch. Coming up, we have 2 interviews with the people involved with this case. Stay tuned after the commercial break.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always eat pastries, but when I do, I choose Toastums. What the heck?
Toastums. Eat like a man.
Hello, Mr. Barson. Thanks for letting us ask you some questions today.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, to begin with, what did you hear that night?
It was really just a loud scream, but it did seem like it was coming from the old man.
Did you know the old man?
Nothing really. I mean, I passed by him every day when I went to work, when he was getting his mail, that's all.
Did you know the butler at all?
No, he just seemed like an average butler, tuxedo and everything.
Do you think the butler committed the murder?
There's no way. I mean, he was with the old man all the time. If he wanted to kill him, he would have probably done it sooner.
We do have a history of him being in the hospital for mental issues. How do you feel about this?
That the old man needs to choose better workers.
Do you think the butler could have devised a plan over a long period of time?
No. I mean, if he did, then he must be pretty patient.
Thank you for letting us ask you some questions today. I'll let you get back to your job.
Alright, thank you.
Hello, deputies. How you guys doing?
We're doing mighty good today.
How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, boy.
That's good. Thanks for letting me interview you guys. So, that night of the murder, a scream was heard at the house, and the neighbor that heard it called you guys. You guys were on the scene instantly, and you guys were investigating. There's this butler, alright? So, what do you think of that guy? What was he up to?
Well, he was pretty normal butler, He was really nice, too. Just showed us around the house. He even offered us a drink, and we didn't even do nothing. It was a really nice house, but as soon as we got into that old man's room, things got a little strange.
What happened? Did he start freaking out?
He got all antsy, and he was just like twitching like this every so often, and he was like trying to cover his ears and stuff, and he was just sitting all by himself, and we were carrying on and having this good old time, and then he just broke, and he started screaming about us being villains, and that we should tear up the planks because a heart was under there or something.
So, he said all this, he went crazy, and you guys tore up the planks. Well, what was under there?
Well, we found a body. So we looked at the body, we picked it up, we moved it, and it was the old man.
Yeah, it was all cut up too, and that's what was really disgusting. But as you know, special detective for the PT role of police, I knew something was wrong the whole time, but this little dingle brain didn't know nothing.
So, as calm and collective as he seemed, he was slowly turning, and he slowly was just going crazy from the guilt.
Yeah, man. Like, he was all nice at first. He was all just peachy smooth. And then he just turned into this, crazy freako.
Like a grapefruit.
Like a grapefruit.
Wow. Well, it seems like you guys know what you're doing. Thank you, policeman. We'll see you next time on ONJ News.
See ya, boy.
To give you a better idea of the scene, here's a reenactment.
Hey, man, you remember that 10-24-96-42 on Watson Street when we had to run up and grab him?
Oh, Watson Street was great, but Harold Street was much better.
Man, this is some great juice, man. I love this juice.
Raisin bran and cookies, man.
Raisin bran.
Great juice. I said great. Juice.
1024 Watson Street.
Meanwhile. Down the planks!
Oh my!
This just in, interrogators have revealed that the butler had plans to kill the old man a week before the scene. This changes the case radically because now interrogators are going to have to find out whether or not the butler had mental issues or something else was going on that we did not know about. More at 6.
Alright guys, that's all for tonight on ONJ News. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice night. Who's there? Who's there? It's not there. You got like a grapefruit. Wow. Well, it seems like you guys know what you're doing.